Today, I wanted to talk about why YouTube is an absolute S-tier platform when it comes to growing your personal brand here. And I wanted to talk about one specific thing, which is like the science behind why that is the case. So in other words, I wanted to talk about the 7-11-4 rule. Now, if you don't know what that is, then to make it simple, 7-11-4 rule is just a framework for building trust with your potential customers by ensuring that they spend enough time engaging with your brand across different touchpoints. And so I know it might sound complicated, but in reality, it really is not. What that means is simply that if you want your viewer to become your client and to buy something from you, they need to spend at least 7 hours watching your content. Then they need to interact at least 11 times with your brand. And they need to find you in at least 4 different locations. And by the way, these numbers are not random. They actually come from Google's research, so it's worth knowing them. So now let's talk about the actual topic of this video and let's see why YouTube is an absolute S-tier platform when it comes to growing your personal brand. So the first thing is that you need to allow your viewers to watch your content for at least 7 hours, okay? And so when you do the math, on YouTube, if your average video is about 20 minutes long or 10 minutes long, which is like the average length of a YouTube video, then you only need anywhere from 21 to maybe 42 videos to make sure that your viewers have access to a big enough content library and that they can actually convert into paying clients, which is not really that big of a deal. You can easily manage to do that. And you can always try to upload some full guides, some longer videos, which are like 1 hour long, 2 hours long, and it will only make it easier for you and your viewers to hit this mark of watching you for 7 hours at least. Whereas in the short form content, it doesn't really apply because short form content does not really hold attention for that long. So you need a lot more volume. And so what I mean by that is if you do the math, if you would want to only go with TikTok, Instagram or YouTube Shorts, then assuming that all of them are at least 60 seconds long, which is often not the case, you would need 420 posts. And I want you to notice that it is rarely the case that you have actually watched 420 videos from the same creator on a short form platform. That's probably not even achievable. Like, let's be honest. And also keep in mind that if you are to post on Twitter or X, then assuming that it takes like 30 seconds to read your tweet, which is not really the case at all, it's often like 10 seconds maybe, then the amount of volume that you need will double and it will become 840 posts. And I can almost guarantee you that no one in the right mind is going to read 840 posts. And even if that is possible, even if there is a person who will actually read so many posts from you, then it will still probably take months for them to convert into paying clients. The next thing, 11 interactions with your brand. It is pretty self-explanatory, but I want you to notice that on other platforms, you don't really have that many ways for your audience to interact with your brand because you can only like, share, follow, comment, DM, and that's pretty much it. However, on YouTube, not only you can do all of these things, but you can also post community posts, you can do memberships, you can do notifications, you can do playlists, you can create those playlists, right? You can create polls on your community tab, right? And there are probably tons of other ways for people, for your audience to interact with your brand that I have just not thought of. The next thing, 4 different locations. Listen, if you post on other platforms, it will be hard for you to repurpose that content, right? Eventually, you will still end up recording your X posts or Instagram carousels. But if you start with recording for YouTube first, you can easily repurpose that content. You can use ChatGPT to turn your video transcripts into X posts. You can also use other AI tools to turn your videos into shorts. And the best thing is that it will probably take you less than 30 minutes per week because all you need to do is you need to upload your video to the AI tool and it will do the work for you, or you can just take the transcript of your video, upload it to ChatGPT, ask it to turn it into X posts, and that's it. And that's not even all, because there's also a bonus that I have not mentioned at the beginning of this video, because you can't forget about the strategic advantage or opportunity that YouTube gives you. First of all, you can plan and structure your YouTube video funnels, which is the concept that I will talk about soon enough on this channel as well. Second of all, it is much easier for your viewers to enter your funnel because you can actually paste links here. You don't need to say link in bio or anything like this. You can actually copy and paste links and they will work. And even just after watching one of your videos, even if it's only 10 minutes long, there's still a high chance that people will enter your funnel, that people will give you their email in exchange for a free lead magnet. You also have the opportunity to create binge-worthy content, which is also huge, because that's not really the case on Twitter or on Instagram. That's not really what happens there. Certainly, there is a chance that if someone likes your video, then they will go to your profile and watch a few other videos. But even if that happens, then they will spend like what, 5 minutes on your profile? You can literally get double that on a single video on YouTube. And also don't forget about the playlists, because you can structure your content in a really strategic way and thus increase your conversion rates. So yeah, that is all from me for this video. I hope you found value in it. If that is the case, you know what to do. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.